Good morning. We're an hour and a half into New York. This is dollar yen 1 minute chart. Um, at our 8:30 news, we had a spike that took us up outside this little range I've got on the 1 minute. What price has been doing since then has been creating a new 1 minute range, and I've been watching for it to break out again. We just made a higher high, so I'm going to be looking for an entry. I'd like to get in as close to the 108.82 or 83 level, but if I get in above it, then I'll be having a stop around 108.80. I'm in at 88. I'm going to put an 8 pip stop in this trade, and there's my stop in. I like to trade these ranges where we've got a clear V rejection. This is the hourly on the dollar yen, and this level that I've got marked as a rejection level is actually from the daily chart. So I'll show you the daily, and a couple of things of note was I expected this monthly, what I call optimized line, because there's a monthly range, to be hit, which it was yesterday, and then price backed off, and I had marked a little level here, which for me is my optimum entry level. So you saw that on the 1 hour. Show you that again. And we had several rejections around or at it. This one closing 2/3 of the way into the candle after actually having broken higher. So that's pretty bullish to me. And then this is a 5-minute chart, with the 1 minute being my preference because I really like to see a chart where it sets up an extended base, and on the 1 minute time frame it does. It wouldn't be unusual for a price to play around to the mid-range or all the way down and make another sweep up. It's 9:40, so this is an equity sensitive pair, and there's a lot of things that could be happening between now and the top of the hour. Okay, I've been in the trade about 10 minutes, and we're starting to break out of this price range. Even if I draw the range from this high down to this low, we still had a bold close outside of it. I enter these with a fairly tight stop. I've been working with the ranges a couple of years, and still trying different things in terms of risk management and massaging my rules. But for now, this is working for me to get in. Normally with something between an 8 to 14 pip stop, with a lot of them being 11, 12 pips. At this point, I'm not ready to move my stop in, but when I do, I'll move up just a few pips into this area. And as I mentioned before, I have targets up to the 50 area. It's 1 minute until top of the hour, and we have a good bullish hourly candle. It doesn't seem to be moving very quickly, but when you look at this, you can see that we have the beginnings of hourly momentum that will hopefully carry us up to challenge this prior level. And there's our hourly close. It's 10:17, and we're starting to get another push to the long. This is a point where I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move my stop in, take all my risk out. And my stop is into +2 now, and I just want to take a look at the hourly chart. This is the 5 minute now. And on the hourly, this is the level that I'm looking for price to get to, the 109.22. If we can take out this little swing high, that'll give us another push up, and I expect price to get there. So I'm not going to set a hard stop because I can see a scenario where it goes on to 109.50, I'll just continue to manage this, and once I get to 2 or 2.5R, I'll start thinking about taking some off. It's now 3 minutes ahead of 11 o'clock, and as I find to be the experience with many of these, or most of these range breakouts, is they just grind, making new ranges. I did have my stop challenged. It didn't hit me, but it came down here. I had moved it up and it came all the way down to here. And now we're moving a little higher. I haven't been able to break and hold above the figure yet. I'm just going to continue to hold this with 2 pips profit locked in, and I'm going to set a take profit at 20. Okay, I've got my profit, my take profit set now for 33 pips, and I'm locked in at a maximum loss. I mean, a maximum minimum profit of 2 pips. And here's how we look on the hourly. This is always, surprising to me, because you look on the 1 minute and it's just such a tight little grind. And then when you look on the hourly, these actually are pretty good sized candles. We're definitely showing hourly momentum that hopefully will take me up to my level that I have for profit at 20. And there's our hourly close. Okay, I am back, and my take profit was hit at 109.20. It's right now, right before 4 o'clock p.m., and this happened about an hour and a half ago that it was hit. So I ended up with 32 pips on a 9 pip stop, and that gives me a 3.5R on this trade, which I'm very happy with. I wasn't here to manage it, so I was conservative in putting my take profit at 20. I thought it might hit 22, and if it got past 22, I thought it might go to 50. The high has been a little under that, and I don't know, given time of day, that would continue, but I would have been happy with a 2R, a 2.5R. Trading the way that I do, using very small time frames for my entry, looking for tight risk stops. I'm very happy anytime that I have over a 2R on a trade. So the dollar yen, I'm in a holding pattern now, obviously, for the rest of the day, and it would take a pretty good size retrace for me to be interested in going in long again. Now it's at this level. I feel like price has hit a key level on the very high time frames, the daily, weekly, monthly. And in order for me to go back in, I would be going in with a 109.50 target. So I need to have plenty of room for that.